Hey guys, and welcome to another under 5 minute reviews. Excuse the voice, I got a little something going on. Today we're looking at the Jodorowsky library, the second volume. In this book, you're gonna get Final Incal, After the Incal, Weapons of the Meta Barons, Genesis, Kastaka, and short stories. The short stories are, one of them is the Crest of the Meta Barons, which is basically a simplified version of the Kastaka Genesis thing that you get in the Humanoids books, the Meta Baron ones. So it is a tiny bit of double dip if you've already purchased Meta Barons, like I always recommend, because Meta Baron's fucking amazing. But other than that, that's the only double dip you'd get. Now, let's start off by, this is Jodo, and this is like Meta Barons level Jodo. This is 18 plus, like easily 18 plus. Like parents, this is 18 plus. But once again, you know, it's your kid, so discretion, that's up to you how grown up they are. But this is fucking amazing. The artwork changes through this, because obviously it's a collection, and it's not like done in like chronological order. So you get this style, which I love, and then you get some other things. But either way, the artwork for me is A+ all the way through, and the stories are amazing. I've never read the Incal. It's been one of those books that I've always been like tempted to, but I've never quite pulled, because it's was worried it wouldn't kind of like suit the stuff that I enjoy. But damn, this final Incal is fucking amazing. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, the story is basically about this dude who loves this woman called Luge or Lux. I think she's called Luge. Yeah, light. Basically, it just means light in Portuguese. Anyway, and he has to go find her, and she's gone. And, you know, their love will save the universe. But basically, it's about machines versus bios. And it's fucking great, because it's like, he goes off on this adventure, and it's just weird, and it's amazing. And like, he escapes his dimension, and then like the next thing is like there's like multiple versions of him. Like, one of them gets like this dude, like, honestly, it's so good. And his bird is amazing, and I thoroughly love this to the point like I'm gonna have to try and get myself the absolute Incal, because if this is so good, Incal's got to be great. Now, what I would say is that after the Incal is like a summary version that doesn't finish. So this is after the Incal here. And it's more or less the same story being retold, slightly different, but it doesn't feel like it ends. Like, it doesn't. I was down for it, to be honest. Like, I was reading, I was like, yeah, this is good. But it doesn't, I don't feel like it finishes. Maybe that's just me, but like, I don't know. But Final Incal was so good, it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter. So second part of this book is for me where it shines, because you start off Weapons of the Meta Baron. It's like his first kind of like mission he goes on after he kills his dad, no name. And it's freaking awesome, I have to say. It really is freaking awesome. It's how he gets these weapons, and it's self-explanatory, really. And I was really, really excited, and it didn't disappoint. Like, if you could see my face, you'd see it just grinning. But it gets top. It gets topped, and in a brilliant way, because this, I have to say, this right here, the Genesis, is fucking amazing. It takes the story that you get in the, I think it's, I'm not sure if it's the first or the second cycle Meta Baron book, and it expands on it extensively. And when I say extensively, I mean extensively. Excuse me. and it's fucking glorious. It's literally about how the Meta Baron came to be, and it's amazing. It's amazing because it goes from their original planet, their original clan. The first Meta Baron, for me, it's him, because he's the one who also gets the crest the first time. And it's basically a story of how he found his wife, had these kids, escaped the planet when it got blown up. But spoiler, gets blown up obviously, but I think you already knew that. And it's amazing. It adds so much to that first Meta Baron chunk of history. And it's this in itself. I know you can get this in, you know, other formats. The Castaka. I'm not sure if you can get it in hardcover though. But boy, it's so good. It's so freaking good. Like, you're gonna love, if you love, you know, this adds, if you love the Meta Baron, this is a must get just for this. Everything else is amazing, like it really is, but it's just a must get. It's so brilliant. So if I go to, is it? Yeah, here, see the crest. This is the one we get in the Meta Baron Omnis, those two humanoid Omnis. I mean, these are humanoid as well, publisher, but it just expands on this. You see how minimal this is, because this is still being told by Toto, if you remember the tale. And it's like a third person view of what happened, right? It's like a retelling. Whereas the Genesis is like literally from his perspective, if you would. And it's amazing. Like, it really is. You get one final story here. Here's this kid. Some robot makes him cry tears of gold. So he cries tears of gold. And then his family starts torturing him in different ways, progressively worse until he becomes immune to it. And then they tried other methods. So they go from physical to emotional. And then, you know, it just gets worse and worse until he ends up killing them all. Should you get this? Yeah. The double dip with the Meta Barons is literally just the crest. There's no other double dip, right? So it from that point, it's definitely worth it. This is the biggest of the books as well, of the library editions. And I have to say, like, I am now wondering if the Incal shouldn't have come with this. Like, move the Meta Baron stuff to, like, the next book. Like, just push it down the line. Because the final book of this series is teeny tiny in comparison to these. Like, it's literally, like, less than half the size of this. So you could have shifted all the Meta Baron stuff down the line and added Incal to this. I feel like that would have been a better way to go. Just having all of the Incal in one book. And I think, like, they've overlooked that. Yeah, I mean, but is this worth getting? Yeah, it fucking is, man. Because it's bloody amazing. It really is. This is like there's like 3 reviews in one, so I've way gone over the line. It's probably going to be my longest review here, but this is worth getting. Right, trust me, this is worth getting. Get this, because it's bloody amazing. Once again, guys, like and a sub, please, if you found this of any use.